Nana. It's been a year since you went back home. We miss you. Where are you? Are you still there?
Let's get it in motion, Doubling back on you, I had to refocus. If I were you, to be honest, I wouldn't approach us. Out in the world, ready. Let's get it in motion, Come to the hood, I give you a tour. They were content with life, but I wanted more. Thinking of ways to get my foot in the door. Let's get it in motion, Let's get it in motion, Are
you still there?
All of the homies we had turned into ghosts. We didn't know any better or know how to cope. Had to try out for the team, then wait on results. That was St. Andrews, I hated the coach.
We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Pistons. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. Now, Doncic. Basket good. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
To the middle, Covington with the steal. Here's Brown. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And here's Brunson outside. Rebound by Williams. And here is Doncic. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And yes, it's good.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. Now, we talked about the difficulty of trying to contain a player like Jaylen Brown. The coach said you can't let him gain confidence and feel like he can do whatever he wants. That's when you get into trouble. Now it's up to the players to make sure this doesn't happen. Guys?
Thank you, David. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. And Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And here's Brunson outside. And here are the Lakers. Here's Doncic. Double clutches. The kick out to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pick by Bridges. Man in the corner. Bridges shot. Good.
Now, the ability to fend off that contact by Mikal Bridges, that's a big-time play.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Towns. Inside. Back to Collins. Pass to man. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 on the clock. Good. Nice job down low.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Wood. And finished off by Wood.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
.109 left in the first quarter. Doncic with the steal. From deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Doncic has got 9. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Los Angeles?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Vanderbilt with the screen. To the paint. That shot missing. Collins with some nice D. Knicks trailed by 4. Here's man. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
First team clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Miller, right side. Fades. It's rebounded by New York.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. A pass that long had better be on target. Otherwise, it's impossible to make a play.
And here is Los Angeles now. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Los Angeles Lakers. He finishes with 9 points in the
Lakers 13.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Offensively, they took care of the ball, and defensively, they forced a number of miscues.
And stolen by Miller. Here we go, all alone. Good work there as it goes. Pritchard's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Lakers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Bridges. It's hauled in by Doncic. From deep three-point territory. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trailed by 5. Bridges for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Bridges make that 5 now.
Well, you know Mikal was thinking 3 as soon as he got free. That's a nice delivery.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And the Lakers making a change here. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Bridges. Now here is Robinson. The kick out to Towns. And the Knicks miss again. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning. It's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Brown outside. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby left side. And Covington sends it back.
This guy is such a lengthy wing defender. Robert Covington doing work defensively.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your New York Knicks, number 11.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Brown wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Left side, Towns. Anunoby outside. Towns, the screen. Shot clock at 5. Count it.
Don't you love how Towns' hands are always ready to receive the pass? Terrific job on the pick and roll.
Williams a screen. Brown outside. Pass to Pritchard. On the wing, Green. Brown outside. Launches a three. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trailed by 3. Outside, Towns. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Pass to Brown. There's 1:17 left in the first half. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Covington. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Here's Bridges, and he drives in. Comes up empty down low. Lakers leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the inside. Here's Miller. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
That free throw good for Miller. Both free throws good for Miller.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Brunson. Lakers with the rebound. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Lakers ahead. They're up by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Knicks trail by 5. And you know, Brandon Miller may not have the experience, Doris, so far in the NBA, but boy, does he have a feel for the game.
And Kevin, that to me is something you can't teach. The ability at a young age to read situations well. He can mix his pace. He can create his own space for his shot. The game has already seemed to slow down for this young guy.
Doncic with a strong move inside.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
To the middle. It's stolen by Brown. The 3 for Doncic. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Outside Williams. Doncic feeling it out. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns. You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Knicks trail by 12. Johnson with it, and it's Miller picking him up. The kick out to Anunoby. And here's Brunson outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Finney-Smith. Lakers working the ball around now. A shot by Milton, no good. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That shot off. Knicks trailed by 9. And a fun run by the Knicks in the playoffs. But Doris, horrible injury luck ended their season.
Kevin, borderline absurd bad luck for injuries. You think about it, Julius Randle goes down in the regular season. And then in the playoffs alone, Mitchell Robinson, OG Anunoby, and Bojan Bogdanovic all missed significant time. And who can forget Jalen Brunson getting hurt in that Game 7? Almost unreal bad luck.
On the clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. Collins grabs the miss. Pass to Bridges. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Lets the 3 fly. Shots good by Miller. Miller's got 5 now.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Off target with his 3. Knicks trailed by 10. Bridges deciding where to go with it. To the paint. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Over Wood. And it's Towns missing. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Makes it off the glass. Miller's got the lead up to 12 now for Los Angeles.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from three, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Lets it fly from 18. Miller with another miss.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Brunson from long distance.
It's gotten to the point where you have to chase Jalen Brunson off the perimeter. This guy will really hurt you from deep.
Pass to Pritchard. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
T-shirts lost their way.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Pritchard. And so it's Los Angeles up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D.
38.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Lakers leading by 12. And stolen by Payne. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Lays it in off the breakaway. Payne's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for New York. Doncic outside. That 3 off the mark. Here's New York. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Here's Doncic. Back to Miller. Lakers passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. The 3 ball from Doncic.
Wow, quick trigger from Luka. Ready on the catch to release and fire.
And it's in there. Payne's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Doncic left side. On the wing, Doncic. Doncic going to work.
This has been one of the most elite, consistent scorers since he entered the league. Luka in the house.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Both teams deciding to change it up. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Collins with it. Williams picks him up.
Yeah, John Collins, tremendous body control because the contact was there. He just doesn't allow it to bother him.
Pass to Doncic. Fires, high post. The Knicks pull it in.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Brown, no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
For three, Bridges. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. There's a good screen. Takes the three.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
Brunson scanning the floor. It's up a three. Got a piece of it.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Los Angeles with another miss. Knicks trailed by 7. Inside. 1:31 left in the game. Brown outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game. Oh, please.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Lakers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Luka Doncic.
Well, I think his contribution clearly came at the defensive end, right? He came up with a bunch of huge steals. He was a menace all night long.
Here's Anunoby driving to the basket. And Anunoby slams it in. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Oh my God, they